Morning, Steve here in Chicago. It's Monday morning here in Chicago and got prices a little bit higher led by beans and meal. Again, Argentina seems to be the focus with lack of rainfall down there in the month of February, bringing some people's estimates of the crop below 45 million tons for the beans and below 35 million tons for the corn. That could add to meal demand here in the United States, bring up our crush and help lower our carryout a little bit. On the other side of the coin, Brazil's crop, there was one estimate as high as 117 million tons, and if they can ship that much out, it could reduce our export numbers. So our bean carryout is a number that in work in progress, and some people think that the USDA and their 18 and 19 number of 460 was too low, and we got some numbers as high as 540. So that probably dictate whether prices move above this 1050 area and closer to $11 or fail here and move back closer to $10. Right now, it looks like the funds are adding to their positions. They're long 112,000 beans, long 84 meal, and they want to push this market higher. Over in the corn, we're up against some pretty strong resistance on the weekly chart. It comes in around 369. We haven't really been above that price since last summer when it was dry in the month of June. The next level, if we push through this 370 area, is 390. And so there should be farmers selling above that level, but some people look at the USDA's 18-19 carryout of 2272. It might be a little high. A lot of numbers around 1930, given talk of farmers might plant a little less corn acres, and a trend yield would bring that carryout down. It's still adequate, but it could offer some support underneath the marketplace. We're also getting some export demand out of the fact that the Brazil and Argentina corn crop is going to be smaller than last year, and maybe that might be support prices. Wheat's up a little bit. I think it's interesting in that the funds, as we mentioned earlier, along beans and meal, they're now a small long in corn, but they're still short almost 70,000 contracts in Chicago wheat. So they've got to be asking themselves, as we get into the growing season and the western part of the hard red winter wheat areas is still dry, whether or not they should hold on to those positions. So 477 in the nearby May Chicago wheat's a pretty important price level. And if we kind of poke our nose above that level, we might see some short covering. So all in all, we've got beans up about 7 cents, corn up 2, wheat up 6 cents. Stock market's higher, dollars lower, and we're looking for a little bit more buying in the beans, maybe a little buying in the corn, and short covering in the wheat. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.